to you. You brought me here, a place where I could find myself in you. I won't back down, freedom is what I choose. No more fear, cause I have found my happiness in you.
Good afternoon and welcome to the feature presentation of the Michael Suns. How are you doing today, Coach?
I'm good. I'm ready for basketball. This is exciting stuff. Not on the line.
It is. It is a very exciting time if you're a basketball fan. And it feels like there is a little sense now that we're hitting the turn time where the season just did not feel that normal, and one of those reasons is when you look back to coming has put a kibosh on how the
you give it to us. And Lord, I pray for the players that you protect them from all injury, all harm. And Lord, I extend that protection on our travels back home. Lord, we love you, we praise you, we give you all
what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
And now, the starting lineup for Mid-American Christian University. At guard, senior number 1, Tony Dorsey. At guard, junior number 4, Josiah Lewis. At forward, senior number 11, Dominique Ford. At guard, senior number 15, Carlos Slaughter. And at forward, junior number 25, Derek McGuire. Head coach for the Evangels is Josh Gamblin. And now, the starting lineups for your 2021 Sooner Athletic Conference champions. At guard, sophomore, Sooner Athletic Conference honorable mention, number 3, Noah Bowling. At guard, senior, the Sooner Athletic Conference Player of the Year, number 10, Josh Kashila. At forward, senior number 14, Nathan Bailey. And at forward, senior Sooner Athletic Conference newcomer of the year, number 24, Joel Polias. Head coach for the SAGU Lions is the 2021 Sooner Athletic Conference Coach of the Year, Dalton Deal.
And there you have it, the starting lineups. And these teams are ready to get underway. And if you did not hear the PA announcer announce, this is fresh off the press. SAGU was awarded, or I should say, head coach Dalton Dill was awarded Coach of the Year for the Sooner Athletic Conference. Huge honor considering the status that the Sooner Athletic Conference carries in basketball across the nation in the NAIA ranks. That is just a very prestigious award. And Josh Kashila, number 10 in the white jersey, is Player of the Year for the Sooner Athletic Conference. There you have it, the big time awards, hot off the press. And a little bit of disjointed jump ball there. We're underway. And here comes MACU. Nice take to the basket. That was Dominic Ford taking Isaiah Bowling right to the hole, and he missed, but a quick inbounds play by Josiah Lewis results in the first two of the game. There's Nate Bailey with his first three try early. They get it down to Polias. They double down. Polias is excited.
That's interesting to see the double down from the wing, because that's going to leave a shooter.
Absolutely. It's going to be if you're going to try to double down front side, back side on Polias, there are three shooters on the court that will burn the nets down tonight.
I like to send the double down from the weak side. It's just a little different look, and it makes that post player become very high IQ.
And there you have it. That's coach talk. I like it. Nathan Bailey with a drive, slips, but gets it out in the corner to Isaiah Bowling, who without a sweat just pulls up in stride and converts the first long-range perimeter shot for the Lions. Bad pass by Tony Dorsey.
We'll see early if someone's stepping up, or if, in the absence of Terrence Jones, who was injured, or if it takes a toll on him.
Well, there are a lot of great athletes on this MACU Evangels team, and they're ready to fill the gap. That leadership that comes from your leading scorer, though, there's just a chemistry bond that happens psychologically. Polias a little bit strong off the turnaround jumper from the middle of the paint. He usually hits that. Great defense by the Evangels. Ford trying to set up Kashila. Takes Kashila. Kashila gets his hand on it. That's going to go down as a block. Here comes Josh Kashila. Recognizes the wide open Isaiah Bowling. And that's 2 for 2 from three-point land.
He's feeling it early.
And he's actually had shots on the last 3 possessions. Oh, nice dish by Dorsey. Gets it down to the big man, Mr. Derek Magaya. Nate Bailey looking strong, took it very hard to the basket. He sets it up. Now he sees the opening lane, crosses over. They're letting them create some contact. Kind of like to see that.
Me too. Playoff version.
Yeah. And Polius gets kind of pushed out of the lane. He got off his feet, and it was just actually an excellent box out by Magaya.
Yeah, it looked worse than it was on the foul side. Maybe because he was in the air.
And he has a flame on his head. If you're used to playing NBA jams, he's on fire.
Throwback.
Bailey gets his hand on it. That was instigated by Noah Bowling. Bailey, a little bit of odd spacing on that fast break for Noah Bowling to get, just that short touch. Sometimes that doesn't go right. Bailey got both feet planted, squared his shoulders, and got a good, healthy look at this. And you can see, watch. Usually you want a little more spacing on that trailer. 6'4", able to just fade away. Look
really good at creating that space.
Yeah, I mean that's just impressive for a big man like that.
And it wasn't bad defense.
No, it's actually closed out. It's better defense in the replay that I saw than from my vantage point earlier on.
Has SAGU missed a shot yet?
Yes, Isaiah Bowling missed a layup, but they've hit all their perimeter shots. He's 3 for 3 from the three-point line, and Nate Bailey missed his opener.
That's true.
Great rebound by Polius. That's what Polius wanted to see, but that is how I would most likely coach my bigs to handle Polius, at least out of the gate, is to play over the top shoulder, and let's see if SAGU can make the entry pass.
Right.
And if they can, then weak side help as a double down and still front him with the big man, but get some quick hands down in the paint to try to disrupt Polius. It's going to be a tough task no matter what.
Definitely.
They're going to get Isaiah Bowling for his first foul. And that might be the first foul of the game, I believe. I'm sorry, that's the third foul.
First foul on SAGU.
Yeah. Bowling gets his hand on it, tips it out. MACU finding it tough to make good passing lanes, and they're going to get Kashila for holding, coming off the pick. This is postseason defense at its best right here. A lot of contact, and it's not loosened up at all. This is tight defense on both sides.
I'm intrigued to watch because
nice pass by Dorsey again.
Both of these teams are really well coached.
Oh, yeah. And that was Marvin Lowe with the miss down low. No pun intended. Usually Marvin Lowe is going to be, very sure-handed with that layup, but the stifling triple team as SAGU has collapsed. Anytime you get in the paint, you're going to get about 6 hands in your face. Very disruptive, SAGU Lions defense. Polius working hard to stay open. That is a sweet fake to the right. Got Low to bite on it. Then he spins back left. He tried to make something happen out of not much. And that's number 45, Malik Malone. What a great name. What a great basketball name. Malik Malone. Love it. Noah Bolin saved a kind of a errant pass from going out of bounds. Controlled it. And there's Nate Bailey.
Hey, all right.
And then Paddock. Count those 3 points from the referee. I like to see when the referees really get into it like that. That was big time. And you could see the confidence there in Bailey when he squared up. He knew he was going to shoot, even though that was from about 27 and a half feet.
We give guys like that the nickname Logo.
Yeah. I like it. Here comes Lowe. Now Malone. Malone with the Euro step. They're going to say he got a little too much body, and Nate Bailey fessing up to it. He said, "You got me. You got me."
MACU is taking a note from the other night. The USAO guards were, I'm sorry, not USA, OPSU guards were getting to the paint. And now their guards are trying to take advantage of that too tonight.
Yep. And OPSU had great success. Man, that backcourt, and they ran a 3-man backcourt for OPSU. They were really quick and good.
Constant pressure on the defense.
Yeah. And it was hard to stay in front of them. I mean, they were just at will getting to the basket. Malik Malone, no good from the free throw line. Here come the Evangels. Running a little wheel up top, a motion wheel. Trying to create some space. Dorsey said, "I have enough space," but he couldn't convert. This is a great offensive rebound of a newcomer to the game, Demarius Brooks.
Tagging by number 24, Joel Cornelius.
Coach Gambling just trying to find some combination, working a lot of guys in from the bench already, trying to find some combination to knock the lid off the bucket. I mean, it just is not going in for them at all.
Maybe get something that can stop the rhythm. When the other team's feeling it, it's a tough little spurt when you got to figure out something that will kind of slow them down.
Alaric Hall in for the Lions, running the point, and so is Cody Farmer. Farmer, nothing's too far away for him. Nothing. We call him the three-point assassin, and that's why. Burning down the nets in the Schaefer Center. The Lions are tonight. They're feeling it. Don Villarreal. Alaric Hall says, "Let's get into the system." And looks like that system called the isolate. Kashila on the left wing. So Kashila's moved from the 2-guard to the 3-guard at the moment. Making room for Cody Farmer on the 2.
Alaric reminds me a lot of King Rice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Oh, wide open. Brooks just is tenacious. Already has 2 offensive rebounds in just a short minute of play. Going down to Villarreal. Villarreal gets it up. I think Kashila's, he knew that pass was a little bad, but Villarreal psyched him out because it looked like Kashila was about to crash to help Villarreal. And really, Dom, he's a freshman. He's just trying to learn his way and be a good role player for this team. But that's one thing that Coach Deal wants a little more from Villarreal is once you get in the paint, go ahead and commit. You've got that defender on your hip, commit and get in there. Go to the bucket.
Yeah.
They're going to say he shuffled his feet. Malik Malone actually made a really good move. Let's see. Scrappy fights for the ball. I see more of a foul than a travel.
Looks like he got landed on. And that was huge. They were starting to kind of turn the momentum with a bucket and a stop earlier.
Cody Farmer, you don't see that much.
That might be too close for him.
That was way too close for him. And he drew an air ball from 5 feet. He needs to be 35 feet.
Yes.
For that percentage to go up.
A basket here, and you've probably stopped the bleeding a little bit.
Especially from 3-point land, and he makes it. That's number 12. And we'll give him his proper due. That's Caleb Riggs off the bench. Villarreal, are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at the power, the strength. Now that's exactly what we were talking about. You get the ball down low, go ahead. You are big. You're going to be hard to handle. Make them pay for it by creating that contact. Under control, obviously. Good things will happen.
Yeah. Have a go-to and a counter, and don't hesitate.
And Villarreal converts the old school 3-point play. Dorsey desperately trying to make something happen. That is a pretty shot, and that's back-to-back shots for Riggs. Kashila, player of the year, in and out. Looking for a phone. Call the police with. He felt he got robbed on that one.
Big shot.
Now that was huge. Riggs has come in and made a huge difference. 9 quick points. All on the shoulder of Caleb Riggs.
He's stepping up.
And that's what you need. You need someone when you don't have your leading scorer in Terrence Jones averaging 17 points a game. Who's going to make up for that 17 points? And probably even more now that you're in the tournament. You could safely say Jones is probably going to get you about 20. I don't know that you're thinking one guy is going to step up and do it, but they're going to need the bench on a whole to step up and give you an extra, not just what they average, but an extra 20.
As an opposing coach, I hate to see, well, first of all, you don't want anybody to get injured. But from a strategy standpoint, you've been game planning for this, and the guy gets hurt, and you know there's going to be a passion. Those guys are athletes, and they're going to step up.
After a quick timeout from Coach Dill to quell the momentum, Riggs gets the ball again. He's feeling it, and it's in! Caleb Riggs responding to Coach Gamblin's plea. Let's get something going here, guys. You got to want it.
Here we go. Second chance points.
And, I mean, he's had an incredible half. 4 3-pointers Isaiah Bowling has successfully put in the bucket. Caleb Riggs finally misses one. It actually kind of looked good, to be honest with you. He stepped back, and I think the last shots he was falling into it. Even, you know, I'm going to use a little shooter lingo. Falling your shooting hand momentum into the shot where it looked like he shorted it just a little bit, and of course, that was short. But you can't blame him for taking that shot.
No. The heat check shot.
Yep, right there. He had a defender on him too. Yeah, it was a heat check shot, that's for sure. Noah Bowling picking up full court on Tony Dorsey. This is a great matchup between Dorsey and Bowling. Howard Turner's in. Oh, that's a great take, but Polius, the rim protector, that's intimidating. Off to the left for the sure shooter, Howard Turner. Wow.
Second chance points.
Noah Bowling. He is just such a pleasure to watch. They're going to get him with a hook. I don't agree with that call, by the way. But as a former slasher in the college ranks, and I always argue, because I got my share of hook calls, but I always would argue, if I get the first step, then the space is now mine. Just because I'm shielding him, I'm not holding him, I'm more or less protecting myself with an arm bar,
so your
shielding.
Your clear out didn't happen.
Yeah, I didn't hold hooking. I'm making sure that he's not going to push me, which I'm hoping that he is going to push me, but you know, that's going to create the contact, and you know, I'm a flop like Coach K taught us all how to do, and you know, hopefully get an and one or at least two shots from the free throw line. I wonder if we could see that replay again. Let's see if I saw that in real time right. It looked like he got the first step. Watch here. See if he gets the first step. See, he's past him. His hip is past him. Now he did get all the way around him. I can see why the hook was called, but I don't know. I feel
contact was made.
Yeah.
I feel like what you're explaining, there might be contact, but it would have been from the defender.
Right. I'm not gonna be too brutal on the minute stripes this early in the game, at least. We'll call it a good call. Here we go. Nate Bailey he feels like he can contribute, and he does. I love the confidence this young man has brought. It just every game, a little more confidence. And he's doing a great job on the bigger Malik Malone. Polius goes over everyone. That's what he's been doing all year. Here goes. They're going to get him. That was a great box out by Malik Malone. And you could, I just knew Polius was going to go get it. The bounce was too high, too tempting. Perfectly executed box out from Malik Malone. And that's going to be a bonus shot. And referee says it's his bad. Not yet. The next foul will be the single bonus shot. Jump the gun. That's only 16 fouls for SAGU. Oh, there it goes. His speed. you could just never get by him.
Yeah, he's awesome defender. Look
Oh!
at that. Everywhere.
I want to applaud that. He makes me want to get out there and dive for basketball. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Love that young man's heart and hustle. And such a high character young man off the court. He's really fun to
He is.
jaw with and talk shop. He's very interested in learning about the game.
This whole team is
I know,
high
the chemistry.
character.
It really is.
We love traveling with them. They're just a joy to be around. They have a great passion.
They do. And you just look at Delton Dill.
Yeah.
I mean, that's his message year in, year out. And he gets it. Forced pass, you just got to be able to recognize when the lanes are going to close down. You got to anticipate that. That's going to come with more games from Nate Bailey. Oh my goodness. The big man loses the ball going up. Really self-inflicted.
He's feeling it.
Yes, you are when you pull it up from about 29.
SAGU foul number 12, Alaric Hall.
And Coach Dill going to send a couple guys in. We're going to get Alaric Hall and Howard Turner out. And now, outside of Polius, who has 2 fouls, I doubt we will see him the rest of this half. Feel free to correct me, Coach, if that's not.
They're such a deep team.
It is.
They sub and they don't really miss a beat.
Villarreal has come along so well this year. And, I mean, from when I first saw him, and he's a huge guy. And he can just, his presence commands attention. But his skill set hadn't quite gotten there to the collegiate level to really contribute. He's come so far in such a short amount of time that I really don't think Coach Dill even thinks twice about having him in there in place of Polius.
Oh, not at all. He's a different, he actually is a little more agile than Polius. So it's a different thing that the defense has to now put up with.
There was the weak side help down on the big man. Ford tries to get in.
I think he
And a little trash talk going on.
A little glare after a block.
Well, there was a couple words exchanged down low, and
Technical foul, SAGU number 15, Devon Vieira.
and that's to be expected in very intense ball games. I think these, on both sides, these young men are high character, and it's like water off a duck's back. They heat of the moment, and then the moment's gone, and they leave it on the court.
Yeah, and now look at MACU. They have a chance to get this thing in single digits with a basket on this possession.
Yep. Coach Dill is going to have Villarreal take a think about it seat. It's not what we want. We require full-time control, not part-time control. Although it is kind of understandable. If you've ever been in the heat of the moment, which I'm sure. Oh, they put Nate Bailey on the big man. That's actually going to be tough. That's going to be very tough for Bailey to handle. He's given up probably 60 pounds and 4 inches to Mr. Lowe. Marvin Lowe hits his first free throw. both teams have 9 team fouls. The next foul for each one of these teams will put them into double bonus.
If MACU can get a stop here, this is, Mr. Momentum might be changing sides.
No one is as fearless as Noah Bowling and Larry Call. They relish pain. They don't run from it. They relish it. Wow. And there you go, Coach. Just as you kind of drew it up in the theoretical sense, MACU converts in the practical sense. Good crash by Cody Farmer, but he can't hold on to it. Now here comes the event. Oh, sweet dime! Marvin Lowe can't believe he has missed 3 point-blank layups tonight. Noah Bowling. And that was a 3-point attempt. We're just verifying with the referees. There's going to be 3 free throws for Mr. Bowling, who comes in tonight shooting almost 89% from the free throw line. And usually when a commentator begins to talk about how successful a player is from the free throw line, that's when he actually misses a shot. So I intrepidously talk about how good he shoots, because he's just greatness from the free throw line, and he practices. And I saw you out there today working with him from the free throw line.
I like to come out and rebound for the guys every now and then, and I tell you what, he has an awesome pregame shooting routine. He's already made 100 free throws today, just before the game.
Not shot 100 free throws. You're telling me he made 100 free throws. And it probably didn't take him much more than 100.
No, he's an easy one to rebound for.
Yeah, you just stand right under the net.
I go pick out those guys.
A lot of contact. These guys on both sides are hustling, as you can see. Lowe loses it, and he's going hard at it. He's a big man to be coming like a bowling ball in. He's going to knock a lot of pins over. And you saw right there.
I think if MACU can keep this thing or have it at single digits at halftime,
or even 10,
they'll have to lighten up position.
Yep. Yeah, after being down 18 early on, I think coming in at 10 or especially single digits, you got to feel like, okay, we climbed most of that mountain.
Definitely.
Oh, teardrops. That's Riggs again. He's got 4 3-pointers. Cody Farmer.
Little Princeton backdoor action.
Yeah. And just couldn't get the reverse to go. Ford. That's a nice move by Ford.
Down to 6.
It's the Sooner Athletic Conference coach. Nobody quits. Oh, player of the year right there. And that's why.
You need a basket.
When you need one, he's got one. Isaiah Bowling. That's a great block by Nate Bailey. And look at that, Kashila just following up just in case. Just in case. There's a lot to be said in that scenario. That's your brother's having your back.
Definitely.
Riggs again. I mean, really, he's only missed one, maybe two shots tonight. He's taken up for the lack of Terrence Jones in the game. Isaiah Bowling making it still look easy.
Great footwork.
Noah Bowling asking for a little break. Oh my goodness, and you can see it. Riggs is just unconscious at the moment.
Fun to watch.
I mean, that's hitting the A button at the exact right time every time. Wow. He's making it look like a video game, man. If my figures are correct, that should be 15 for him. I don't think they have it right on the board. That is his fourth three-pointer of the game. So that's 12 in itself. And
they're big baskets. It's right when they need one.
Oh yeah, every time. I mean, just when you think now that they've caught up, and it's just kind of going trading punches from the three-point line for both of these squads. And MACU has found the flow and the pace of the game, and now they're fitting in. And it is an 8-point game with a little less than 5 minutes left to play.
And with the bigs in foul trouble for SAGU, I thought they might try to, maybe go inside, outside. But, hey, what they're doing is working, so.
Oh, that's just being wide open. And I want to see this on the replay. I want to see where the contact was. Veteran, baby. That's just a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Gets hit on the fingertips and it knocks him down. Okay, he gets 3. Misses the first one. And another great free throw shooter is Josh Kashila. Oh, misses 2 of the 3. Very uncharacteristic. Larry Call, just so excited to be playing and guarding. Malik Malone. Hughley gets the rebound. Hughley has snuck in the game without me recognizing. And let me tell you, he can shoot from the three-point line.
He's a really
big, long
talented kid.
drink of water. Oh! Kashila, a little too far left and hard. That was a good take by Brooks.
He's got lots of tools. He can rebound. He can start the break. He can hit the 3. He's a good kid.
Oh, Larry Call. A little too much on that. And Larry Call, not a bad shooter. He's just, his role is to be the defensive specialist and the point guard. He's a great passer, quickest guy on the floor, and those shots will go in for him in the future. Oh, I mean, we're going to just have to call him video game.
Yeah.
I mean, he said, "Coach, I got you." I got you.
I think he adjusted the sliders to the game before we started.
I'm not sure how Nate Bailey even saw that passing lane, much less thread the needle to get it there. Oh, great anticipation. And it's a good foul by Malik Malone to disrupt, but really, Kashila almost put that in. He's going to get 2 free ones. Yeah, they've corrected the score now for Briggs. He's got 18 in the first half. So if you contrast that to his average of 5 points a game, his makeup, so he's going to have to make up for Terrence Jones. Well, he's already won over Terrence Jones' average.
We have found the guy who decided to step up.
Yeah. And he's doing it in the first half. I mean, it's not going to surprise me to see him just fall away under double pressure, a double team pressure. Lowe makes a tough pass. Actually, Lowe made a great pass. Riggs just mishandled it, and he's tired. He's winded. You can see he's talking to Coach Gamblin. I'm sure it's going to be hard for Coach Gamblin to actually take him out. Suck it up, Buttercup. We need some more points.
You can rest at halftime.
Yeah. Oh.
That's so weak, bro.
And Nate Bailey kind of goes up. He's a little far out for an alley-oop qualified, but he gets put on the ground with a tough foul by Carlos Slaughter, who's new to the game. Mr. Slaughter was not very pleased with the call. And they're cleaning up the wet spot from Nathan Bailey's perspiration. He's been working hard.
I wasn't crazy about the call, but it's hard. It's such a bang-bang play. It looked like he actually got
He
to
was
the ball.
leaning forward. Slaughter comes in. It's a 50-50 ball, so I agree with you that and probably I agree with Slaughter in the fact that, let us go fight for a 50-50. Yeah. When it's a 50-50 ball, we should both have the right to the real estate.
And I think Slaughter might have got there first.
Maybe. Yeah, it was close. Nonetheless, there is going to be contact when you get two forces converging. But Nathan Bailey made the good of the call, hitting his free throws. Very high. I mean, this is just outstanding shooting by the Lions. And you hope they don't use up all their, air quotes, mojo in the first half. I've seen this happen. Matter of fact, it happened in the one loss to Wayland Baptist. Tristan Starks. He's got, as a freshman, he's come a long way as well, but he's just a gifted athlete and got a lot of tools in his bag. Oh, Tony Dorsey. Wow. That's a big three, Coach.
Yeah, it was. Get a stop here and finish with a bucket, single digits. That's the plan anyway. And if you're SAGU, Play for one good one and make it.
They're going to say that was off Starks, but I got a vantage point on that. I don't know if we'll see it, but that's off 30's, a 10's foot right there. Selling for the last shot, and there was no shot. There you are, Coach. You kind of predicted it. 10-point go into halftime.
You got to be happy.
Around 10-point, 9-point lead, and that is surely better than an 18-point deficit that they had worked themselves into early on in the game. So really take away the first 5 minutes, and MACU is either tied or, maybe in the lead. But you can't do that because SAGU played a really good first 5 minutes.
They did.
And mostly to the credit of Isaiah Bowling. He has 18 points as well. You can contrast that to Caleb Riggs for the Evangels, coming off the bench getting 18 points. Nathan Bailey adds 10 points for the Lions, and Noah Bowling adds 17. So the Bowling brothers come in and they account for 25 of the 53 points scored for the Lions. They are doing good work.
MACU 54% from 3.
Yeah, that is fantastic. They turned it on. It wasn't like that. Now that 54% is actually impressive because I think they missed their first 5.
Yeah.
So that's pouring it on, and you're going to have to really give the hats off to Caleb Riggs for doing most of that work. But a couple other contributors like Tony Dorsey becoming solid in the last 10 minutes from three-point line as well. And the bench scoring. There's the story, Coach.
Yeah.
Who's going to step up for the leading scorer who's out for the Evangels tonight? Terrence Jones? Well, that's the bench. And mainly that bench's name is called Caleb Riggs. Now, that's not to put any slight on anybody else, because the bench has actually done a great job. And really, they've got Caleb Riggs has got 18 points, so that means 11 more points were scored from the bench, which is still more than the 10 points SAGU has poured in from the bench. So there you have it. If you didn't understand any of that, I will not repeat it because I don't know if I understood it. It just kind of came out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a halftime siesta, and you're going to hear a few words from our sponsors and some home commercials of about the SAGU life. And then we're going to come back in probably 12 minutes and just recap the first half and talk about what's going to happen in the second half. You're watching the SAGU Sports Network.
Is your church looking to build a new facility, purchase property, renovate your current building, or set up a capital campaign? The North Texas District Church Loan Fund can help. The NTD Church Loan Fund has helped over 200 Assembly of God churches in the state of Texas expand their ministries through loans and investments. We know this can be a challenging task, and we want to make it easier for you. Looking for investment options? Invest with a purpose. Investing with the NTD Church Loan Fund combines competitive rates and flexible terms with kingdom impact. Let's build the kingdom of God together. Visit churchloanfund.ag today.
In the recruiting process, we went to a lot of NCAA, D1, D2, D1 AA, FCS, FBS, just all of them. And it's quite a process. And what we like about the NAIA is that's what they're focusing on, is the student athlete and their character and their future, and it's about them.
Is your church looking to build a new facility, purchase property, renovate your current building, or set up a capital campaign? The North Texas District Church Loan Fund can help. The NTD Church Loan Fund has helped over 200 Assembly of God churches in the state of Texas expand their ministries through loans and investments. We know this can be a challenging task, and we want to make it easier for you. Looking for investment options? Invest with a purpose. Investing with the NTD Church Loan Fund combines competitive rates and flexible terms with kingdom impact. Let's build the kingdom of God together. Visit churchloanfund.ag today. Is your church looking to build a new facility, purchase property, renovate your current building, or set up a capital campaign? The North Texas District Church Loan Fund can help. The NTD Church Loan Fund has helped over 200 Assembly of God churches in the state of Texas expand their ministries through loans and investments. We know this can be a challenging task, and we want to make it easier for you. Looking for investment options? Invest with a purpose. Investing with the NTD Church Loan Fund combines competitive rates and flexible terms with kingdom impact. Let's build the kingdom of God together. Visit churchloanfund.ag today.
At Southwestern, we endeavor to offer more than the average college curriculum, producing men and women whose lives are pleasing to God, and that's worth everything.
Nope. Decided to go to Hogwarts.
SAGU. Never say no to a lion.
Is your church looking to build a new facility, purchase property, renovate your current building, or set up a capital campaign? The North Texas District Church Loan Fund can help. The NTD Church Loan Fund has helped over 200 Assembly of God churches in the state of Texas expand their ministries through loans and investments. We know this can be a challenging task, and we want to make it easier for you. Looking for investment options? Invest with a purpose. Investing with the NTD Church Loan Fund combines competitive rates and flexible terms with kingdom impact. Let's build the kingdom of God together. Visit churchloanfund.ag today.
Where online makes really good sense is when you're kind of not the typical, I just graduated from high school and I want to have a college experience.
I chose distance education because I was busy. I mean, I knew that our lives were kind of all over the place, everything that we were doing, and I wanted something that was flexible.
My degree at SAGU allowed me to still be a mom and an educator and get my degree online. I was able to tuck my kids into bed and get everything that I needed to get done, and while laundry was going, I was studying.
If you have any questions, certainly give me a call, shoot me an email, and I'll be glad to help any way I can.
We have an asynchronous program, so videos are going, students are accessing the course on their own schedule, which is a convenience of online education. So the online provides the way to get the academic credit that you need to advance your career path, advance your learning and your skills.
Well, a lot of what we were doing with our resident assistants was preparing them to teach their halls. And then, of course, I'd have the opportunity to teach as well. So I was training, but then I was also teaching the whole dorm. And so I found that a lot of the tools that I was getting from my classes was really helping me to prepare my RAs and to prepare myself to minister to our students.
My master's degree in education at SAGU allowed me to have a bigger influence on more than just students, but also educators. With the door that this degree opened, I was able to take this position that really didn't exist before I graduated, and I was able to move into that.
In SAGU's philosophy, we want to connect students with a faculty member that is curating the content, and they are providing the content we feel is important for that particular course the way that it is presented in SAGU's distinctive.
I loved the way that they would give you quality feedback. It's not just a grade, but I want to know what you think about my work.
My professor was fabulous, just was always there for me that entire semester, and I was able to graduate exactly when I expected to.
The fact is, there is no back row in an online classroom. You can't get in the back of the class. You're either online and engaged or you're not doing the work.
The number one thing is their passion for students. The customer service here, they're going to help you get across that finish line and do everything they can do to help you get there. This is a place where if you've already in your career, you know what you want to do, and you just need that extra skill set, you need that help to prepare you to be more successful. This is a very practical place to get your degree.
And we are back live in the Schaefer Center. The Lions are ready to go. Coach Gamblin giving MACU, his squad, a last motivational message before we get this underway. And I anticipate a very lights out second half, Coach. I think it's going to be tight. I think MACU's probably going to really work themselves back in methodically and slowly. And there's a lot on the line tonight. Here we go. SAGU with first possession of the second half.
2-3 zone from MACU.
6. Oh, almost the errant pass. 7, 8 passes before the shot goes up. A lot of discipline, and Polius gets the loose ball off the rebound. Kashila. No good. Easy rebound for the Evangels. Tony Dorsey trying to set it up from the wing. He sees an opportunity, gets doubled down. Great help defense. And that leads to a great opportunity for a steal for the Sooner Athletic Conference Player of the Year, Josh Kashila. He reads the passing lanes as good as anyone in the NAIA.
He can really break on the ball, almost like a cornerback in football.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good analogy. And speaking of football, we just got word that the SAGU Lions got a historic win this afternoon up in Langston, Oklahoma. They beat Langston at home.
Nice.
Nate Bailey from about 23 3/4 feet. Getting those long arms, trying to punch it out. Good handles by Dorsey. Good wide open shot. Oh wow, a lot of power. That's Slaughter. Got that one to fall. Somehow, just sheer determination. Not a great entry pass by Isaiah Bowling. It just had to go through 2 Evangels to get there, and that just did not work. Dorsey slipped. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Maybe twisted the ankle. He's going to tighten up the laces. I'm sure it is going to be hard to get that young man off the floor, because this is such a big game. Guys like that just, they play. They thrive on pain. Pain's a condiment to guys like that. Just pour it on. Makes the burger that much better. I'm going to say a little too much contact, and there's going to have to be, when you know you've got to guard Joel Polius, you're going to initiate some contact, and that's Magaya. That was an offensive rebound by Kashila, but the putback was nothing but air. Good defense by the Evangels. In the corner, Slaughter. And that is a sweet-looking shot. That's Carlos Slaughter from the corner.
Great look. I like that set. Right back.
Again, SAC Player of the Year, Josh Kashila, getting the big one. There it is again. I mean, that is a great example of the cornerback, laying back and just reading the lane.
The closing speed.
Yeah. The closeout speed is tremendous. He doesn't really strike you as the track athlete that's just going to give you elite type of 40 times or anything like that, but he really can.
Yeah.
When he breaks, man, he covers a lot of ground fast.
He's quick.
That was a actually a good, clean, hard foul by Tony Dorsey. The fouls in tournament play get just a little bit harder, and you've got to be able to take it. I remember one of my first games at the next level after college. I had a big guy foul me, and I felt like he broke me, like several bones in my body as I landed on the floor. And there was no foul call. And they kind of knew I wasn't used to that, and they just kind of picked me up off the floor and said, I got 5 more of those.
Yeah, I'm jealous. You told me the story at halftime that you got to play pickup with Michael Jordan. That's
well, it was a charity benefit game that he was a part of. Well, it was the whole Carolina squad back then.
What a memory, though.
Yeah, man. Oh, Carlos Slaughter. Oh, man. Lots of bodies hitting the floor. And it's just ramped up. I'm just telling you, this is playoff basketball. Yeah. Everybody has a double dose order of pain.
And SAGU's really, they're on the verge of kind of breaking it wide open. MACU really needs to put some stops and scores together.
Well, they're at least have the hustle part down. They're just not able to keep SAGU from scoring. And that Slaughter fell into Nate Bailey. Bailey fell into the referee, or got in the way of the referee who was trying to get out of the way, tripped on Bailey, and he fell down. So even, I don't know if the referees have ordered some pain, but they're getting it. Oh, great stay-at-home rebound.
He's just that do-it-all guy.
He is. I mean, the comparisons, I'm trying to think of maybe some comparisons that our listeners and fans.
I think Marcus Smart.
Smart, you've said that before.
He's a dog on defense. He can hit the shot. He has that refuse to lose mentality. And
he also has a little enforcer in him, though.
Yeah.
You know, like a Rick Mahorn, Charles Oakley-ish. Not quite as big as those guys, you know. So, but on this team, on the averages, as it all average out.
I like those guys that are always in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not just lucky.
No. It's you thought about it and you think quickly.
Yep.
And there you have it. The USAO and JBU game is underway in the first half. And USAO holding a slight lead early on in the first half. That's going to be a game to watch, because the winner of that game will play the winner of this game. And depending on, well, if SAGU wins, it will come to the Schaefer Center. If MACU wins and USAO wins, it goes back to Oklahoma. That'll be a hometown matchup because they're both just within 10 miles of each other. John Brown wins, I want to say it stays at MACU. Those are the different scenarios. 12-point lead for the Lions. Bowling. He's got a strong left-handed dribble. Oh, good defense by Dorsey. Quick. That's going to be a charge. Bailey was there.
That's tough, too. 3-on-1. You got to get points out of that.
You've got to. It's a bad first pass. You'll see it off of off of the foot, the back of the foot of Bailey. Could have easily been called a kickball, actually.
Yeah.
Surprised the refs actually let that go. But to SAGU's favor, Bailey stayed in there, took the charge. That's going to be Josiah Lewis's third foul. I'm sorry, that's his second foul. They're going to get Dorsey for really pushing through on that pick. Here you go. And you got to pick a side. You can't go through it. Once a pick has 2 foot secured to the floor, you cannot go through that pick. You have to pick a side. And Dorsey just kind of got caught in the momentum of it and tried to go right through Nate Bailey. And that is the second floor mop-up from a Bailey being on the floor.
You really want to try to go around it anyway to try to get them to do that Dirk Nowitzki lane. And then maybe get called for the move.
Carlos Slaughter going to get his third foul. In half capacity, fans in the Schaefer Center trying to give MACU a little bit of the business. Make that home court advantage, real home court advantage. Bailey, solid from the free throw line. You see Damaris Brooks with 5 points. Hopefully you saw the rest of that because I didn't see it all. Riggs, that was short. He's cooled off a little bit. Oh my goodness. Low.
Right idea.
Yeah, saw Riggs was wide open and Lowe would be a great defensive lineman on a football team, but probably not the best quarterback option. Noah Bowling says, if you're going to give me 3 feet of room, I can confidently take that shot. And he did. Here comes Malik Malone. That's a nice effort by Malik Malone.
Much needed basket.
Good defense by Ford. Riggs got a good look at it. And he's cooled off just a little bit. Nice entry pass, great hands. Oh, even better defense by Lowe on Polius. He gets a little bit of that. They're going to say Polius walked as he tried to rip the ball away from a tie-up. Let's see if it actually got tied up. They say he
looked like he kind of
walked.
shuffled.
Yeah, he walked before the tie-up. I think that's one you just got to live with. That's not a hill to die on for sure.
MACU needs a spark.
A lot of physical play, not just from the MACU side, but the Lions.
And if it's going to be a physical game, I'm glad 24 is on our side.
You better believe it. and 13. They will not. They take up a lot of room, a lot of space, and they don't shy away from the contact. Although Malik Malone, yeah. Bailey gets Malik Malone from the back. Malik Malone working on his tattoo range like Birdman. They're going to say Lowe shuffled his feet.
Uh-oh.
It's just too easy for him. It was a great pass by Noah Bowling. Great recognition. Oh, there he is. Caleb Riggs. Can he get hot again? He had a tremendous first half. 18 points.
We got some noisemakers.
Is that a new rule in auditorium, in gyms now?
I guess so. There's a young man with a trumpet.
And it was sounding good.
It was.
Sounded good to me. I didn't know that was not a thing anymore.
I'm sure the people sitting in front of him are glad the referee called that out.
Polius. That's a nice looking turnaround fadeaway. Although I don't know that he needs to be fading away. Oh, and the big man tried to test his point guard skills.
They got a couple of easy ones off of that same set early in the game.
Yeah, that's actually a good system play where they recognize the double team gets caught out on the perimeter. You get it to the big man. Big man's just got to make the pass.
Yeah.
And really, if the defense sags off the big man just step right in and get an easy three-footer.
Yep.
Alaric Hall on the bigger. Malik Malone. Malone trying to have his way. Almost goes in. No good. Malone's light on his feet. Gazelle-ish. Hustling back. Villarreal calling for it. And that's an air ball by Josh Kashila. I think he saw Villarreal, thought about it, but stepped into his shot. It's kind of a half-hearted attempt. Josh Kashila just doesn't put up air balls. I mean, I think it's half pass, half shot. Oh, you could just see the step back. He was confident. Riggs heating back up.
Big possession here.
I mean, this is impressive and fun to see. Guy off the bench averaging less than 5 points a game, coming in and taking over a game. He's got 24 as it stands right now.
I would think, as strong as the conference is, that MACU, should they fall short tonight, have a really good shot at an at-large bid.
I think so. And here's another, it wasn't that long ago, just a couple of years ago, MACU won the whole kit and caboodle. They won the national championship. And matter of fact, I think they're the most recent national champions from the Sooner Athletic Conference. And I believe the year before that it was Texas Wesleyan. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, when you say the word Sooner Athletic Conference in the vein of basketball, it is nationwide prestige. Everyone knows. So that's all to say, if you're going to give a conference a little bit of grace and get the most teams in, it would be likely that the Sooner will get the nod with the most teams in. Now, saying all that, the landscape for NAIA tournament basketball has all changed this year, even though it's been a weird COVID-type scenario year. That hasn't changed the fact that there's no more Division II, so there's not two divisions in the NAIA. It's a single division league, and that added a total of 21 conferences being considered for where they've gone from the top 32. They're now at the final 64 for the tournament. So they did expand how many teams got in, but still, you go from 93 teams to 250 teams. Oh, okay. He's back.
Down to
Video game
lead.
is back. And I don't know that we ever should have doubted it. I'm going to say Howard Turner got a little too much in, I believe, on this pick. I didn't see it. It didn't look like any contact, but that's a technical foul. Maybe Howard Turner said something. They assessed it to Howard Turner. He wasn't actually, it didn't look like he was talking to the referee, so maybe the referee didn't like what was going on between the two players.
But just what the doctor ordered for MACU.
Well, this could be a huge booster shot. They've already done a good job at cutting into the lead. And 2 successful free throws now makes it a 6-point game.
Just like that, 2-possession game.
It has not been this close since about the first minute played in the game. It's interesting, Coach Dill's gone with a few freshmen on the court. Isaiah Bowling, the lone senior. And Bowling shoots. It's a brick off the front. Gets it to Alaric Hall. The speedster gets it to Hughley, and Hughley just can't handle it. Now you see Coach Dill going back to his starters. Oh, boy.
Big shot.
That is sausage and gravy biscuits right there. Some good comfort food for Coach Gamblin and his team. They are only down 3 now. Villarreal using his body, and that's what we were talking about early on. Every time he touches that ball in the paint, he's got some pounds on almost anyone that's going to guard him, and he's going to be as tall, if not taller, than most people that are going to guard him. Just, you got to go to the basket. And that's what he did there, and it paid off. He got a point out of it, and potentially 2 points if he hits this.
Fun fact about Coach Gambling is he is really good friends with Blake Griffin.
Oh, really?
They played on the same AAU team back in the day.
Wow. That's nice. one of the best all-time dunkers of NCAA college basketball. That's Blake Griffin, not Coach Gamble, though.
Right.
Just kidding, Coach. Oh, in and out. I mean, that was touching the bottom of the net, and somehow it came back out. They're going to get it down to Polius. Polius trying to make his way, and that was going to be ridiculous if that went in. It is a 5-point ball game. Coach Gambling making sure he's out on the court, making sure his team is going to exercise patience. Oh my goodness. Malik Malone, back-to-back threes. Are you kidding me? I mean, Malik Malone has shown himself to be a formidable force on the court before those 2 threes.
Yeah.
I don't know that we knew he had that in his toolkit.
It looks like his teammates did. That it's almost they rise with expectation that it's going in every time he shoots.
That shot was just juicy, Coach.
It was.
I mean, I'm a little bit of a stickler about shooters, and I like when you hit a long range and you pull up like that. I like to see the perfect rotation. I like to see the correct arc on the ball. It had all of it. It checked every box.
So
it looked like he knew what he was doing.
In my opinion, the best looking shot is
the kickball.
Wesley Person. What do you think?
Oh, Wesley Person?
Wesley.
Not Chuck Person.
Go look at it.
Wesley Person. Now, I will have to go to the film on that and fact check you.
It's an opinion, but man, it's pretty.
Well, no, I respect the opinion, and I'm going to go to the film on that. I mean, if it's better than John Sunvold,
it is.
Really? Wow.
When I show girls what it's supposed to look like when they shoot, nice play. I go to Wesley Person.
That was a beautiful dime delivery by Caleb Riggs. And that's what he does, Coach.
Yep.
The cash man, they call him. Josh Kashila.
What a joy to have a guy like that on your team.
Oh. And just great poise. Got knocked down, too. In the first half, they would have called that a foul. They're not calling it a foul now. He got fouled more on that one than he did in the first half on the one that he got. All right, Nate Dogg, do y'all thing. From Eugene Hamilton. Thank you, Eugene, for watching. Adam Ferguson, he reaches in and he's saying, now I know Adam Ferguson. Adam Ferguson used to be in the seat that I'm sitting in as the play-by-play guy. He knows this game, and he's tipping the cap to Malik Malone for MACU, and that's coming straight from a SAGU fan. It's good to see you watching, Mr. Ferguson. I believe I saw that Irby McKnight was watching. That is one of the finest human beings that has ever walked the planet. It's good to see him joining in on the broadcast. Mr. Irby McKnight. So, 2 unusual suspects are coming in, and Caleb Riggs and Malik Malone contributing well over their season averages. I'm going to believe the real-time eye, I did not see that travel.
Yeah.
I've noticed referees are very sensitive to the quick little jab step.
It's a tough call because sometimes they haven't even established their pivot foot yet.
Right. That's going to send Joel Polius. Or if I said it correctly, like they say in the Virgin Islands, Polius. I don't have quite the accent down yet, but he's helping me. And Joel Polius is one of the finest collegiate athletes that you will ever see, but he's 10 times that as just a young man doing life on this journey. He gets it at such a young age. And, I mean, he's just, the only quirk is he's too nice. Are you kidding me? Malik Malone! Keeping the Evangels in this game. Still a lot of game to play. Kashila. No, but he follows his shot. Barely gets it in the corner. And that's a great offensive rebound. That's called following your shot. Every coach wants to see it. Oh! Isaiah Bowling coming up. Wooch.
Big time. What was that, three times tonight? SAGU's gotten the foul on the three-point shooter.
The and one situation from the three, you rarely see it, and we've seen it 3 times already tonight. And that's MACU just being dedicated to closing out very hard on the perimeter because they know. I mean, you know.
But good teams get second chances. And so, SAGU misses the first one, and then he gets his own rebound. And now here we are on the foul line. Good teams get second chances.
I'm going to tell you, that was the degree of difficulty on that shot because he didn't leave the floor too much, and he kind of fell back. And the closeout was distracting. He didn't convert the old school. I don't know. It can't be an old school 4-point play. I mean, I guess it is now, but it's really not a thing. But it is tonight. 3 attempts at 4-point plays. They converted 2 of them. And that's just unfortunate if you're on the other side of it. And the referees are tightening it up just a little bit as we approach the 5-minute mark. And the clock's not stopped. They're gonna roll that back just with a few seconds. Yep, 4 seconds they added. Here come the Evangels. Malik Malone, full of confidence. And they're going to get Josh Kashila. Kashila's arguing that he wants consistency. We played hard all game. There's no need to change the way you are going to call this just because we're getting to the end of it. I tend to, if I put my player's hat on, I tend to agree with that.
Yes, consistency.
There were a lot of players in on that rebound. Oh, that was a good block by Magia.
Yeah, he just got it just before it hit the glass.
Yep. Good timing. It's big. Really, that's a big play because that was a nice lead from Noah Bowling to his brother. Easy layup. That would have gone in.
Yeah, if you score here, it's huge.
Oh, and there's another. But he did not convert it because he didn't make it. So he will not get the 4-point attempt. But it was close. the bench has risen up nicely for this MACU team. And they know they're still in this. It's only a 6-point lead for the Lions. Potentially 4-point lead if he hits the next two. He's just got a great shot. The mechanics are very good. Elbows tucked in. The release comes off the fingertips with great rotation. Watch the RPM on this. That's very nice. It's tough to see big guys just, but Polius does it. Yeah. Malik Malone does it. Oh, good pass. Are you kidding me? Polius with a dime. Oh, Malone. Actually, Malone had the position because the ball jumped out off the rim long. He didn't realize he was the lone guy on that rebound. Or he probably would. I think he felt like there was another hand going to be in there. A lot of times you try to get the advantage on the tip and tip it to yourself. Bailey tries one. Good closeout by Malik Malone on defense. You're going to go alley-oop to Malik Malone. That's going to be awesome on the highlight reel. No matter how this game works out. Polius. Oh!
What a play.
Just never quitting. Coach Deal has his team always thinking never quit. Like, that's the thing. Never quit. Everyone's crashing the board. Nate Bailey made that happen because he did not give up. What a fantastic effort. And then the timing to make that happen, because Polius' big shot, it bounces up really high. So makes your timing very awkward. There you see some of the MACU key players. Caleb Briggs with 27 points. Oh my goodness. Carlos Slaughter having a great game. 11 points, 3 rebounds. He's in foul trouble though. Coach Gamlin, is really having to manage Mr. Slaughter's game and when he plays. And then Malik Malone, essentially 3 3-pointers. Actually, I think that's wrong. I think he has 4 3-pointers. He made all 3 of the. He made 3 from the perimeter, and then he just got 3 free throws.
Yep.
I think he's got 15.
I think you're right.
Kashila has poured in 16 points.
And as a coach, it's always what you emphasize, and that's what your players are going to do. And I know Coach Dill emphasizes 6 feet in the paint on the offensive glass. And every time one of his shooters shoot, he has at least 6 feet into the paint. And that's just a token to him and how he emphasizes that daily.
Yeah. Good assessment there. Bailey does not add to his 15-point total that he's amassed so far. Oh, my goodness. Malik Malone has just found another gear.
Nice set.
And the fact that MACU has come along and figured it out, that Riggs and Malone can be go-to guys. Wow. Oh, that would have been nice. Polius didn't expect it, but Noah Bowling did see it. That's short by Riggs. He's a little too close for that. He needs to extend that shot by about 10 or 12 feet, and his percentages go up. Here come the Evangels. This is a huge possession. If this goes in, it's a one-point ball game. No good. Magaya. Strength. Power. In the paint. Number 25.
How's he get it with that sea of white shirts?
There was 4. All 5 were in the paint. 4 close to him. 3 reaching in on him. And you know, the next time I'm sure these guys get on the bench, Coach Dill's going to be, well, you would have been picking yourself up off the floor if that was in reverse. Yeah. So you got to, at this point in the game, there are no easy fouls.
2 minutes.
Not let an easy bucket happen. Polius calling for the ball. He wants it. He's working hard down on the post, trying to get there. Gets it. He's in jail. He turns it over. It's a 2-point ball game. MACU has the ball. They have an opportunity to tie or go ahead with this shot. It's a big shot. Are you kidding? The center, Magaya, pours in a 3-point shot to take the lead for the Evangels. Polius. Teardrop does not go in. It goes down and comes back out. Now it's SAGU finding it hard to get a bucket. Coach Gambling telling Tony Dorsey to take your time. Patience. Nice rub play. Dorsey gets it to Ford. Ford's not been active. Dorsey! They use all of the clock and they get the offensive rebound. It is intense here.
Takes the breath out of you when they get that second shot.
You can't complain about it. Got to get up and play defense. And there. That was actually a smart foul by Noah Bowling. Probably should have happened a little bit earlier.
Yep, close to a hook.
And I can't tell if that is Bowling's 5th foul. That's going to be timeout SAGU, actually. Not 5th foul for Noah Bowling. He just knew Coach Dill needed to have a word about this. Now, this is where you will be tested to see what kind of team you are. You're down 1. You're putting the opponents who have a 1-point lead on the line for a 1-on-1 shot. This is not a double bonus for MACU. This is a 1-on-1 shot. Coach Dill's saying if that comes off the rim, we have to get the rebound. No more offensive rebounds. Everyone on that floor that has a white jersey on has got to crash and make sure they secure a rebound.
Look at those shooting percentages for MACU.
Unbelievable. After just a really slow first 5 minutes, you thought that was going to be it. SAGU grabbed an early 18-point lead. And then MACU has just fought so hard to be in this basketball game without their leading scorer. And that's clutch. Tony Dorsey, the floor general, coming up big. And that's a team that just believes right there. They just believe they can win this game.
Possible foul or defend situation here. They elect to defend.
That is actually I'd like to see that again. Okay, technically it doesn't matter if he hits it. He still had his dribble left.
Yeah.
He never dribbled. It doesn't matter if he tipped it. That was a legal play. He did not come back down. The ball hit the floor before he hit the floor, before his feet came down. That's a legal dribble. He still had a dribble. They're probably wanting to rule, as far as the referees, they want to rule that he took 2 steps before the dribble. But I would argue, and they don't have the luxury of ruling from a slow motion. Well, he did catch it, and then he took 2 steps. That's tough. They may have actually gotten that one right. Let's see it again, guys. See if we can roll it in slow.
Let's count these steps as he's catching it.
I was thinking, but he did. That one, no, that one and that one don't count. These 2 now count. And I was thinking he actually was planted before he got the ball. Good defense. Now the tip. Coach, what's the rule? Does the tip have to dislodge from the player's hand to count?
Yeah, technically you're looking at it. He didn't lose possession.
Yeah.
He just decided not to shoot. So I mean that play happens once every 5 years.
Yeah, and it was so quick. I was initially arguing that I thought he had planted those final 2 feet right before he received the ball, so therefore he hadn't taken his 2 steps. He went up. He still would have a dribble left if you didn't count 1, 2.
So you fouling, or are you gonna? Are you gonna defend?
I'm definitely fouling. Well, he's got 5 good free throw shooters in there. Not the play you wanted. That was good defense on Cody Farmer. Got a piece of it. And I would think if you're going to design a quick shot, you're going to Bowling, Isaiah Bowling, if you're trying to catch up. If you're going to go for a 2, then you're going to have Noah Bowling slashing, or Nate Bailey. That would have been a nice little dump down to Nate Bailey. I mean, so many different ways you can play it. What do you do, Coach? Do you foul?
I'm going to the player of the year, and I'm going to let him. I'm going to just live with what he does, because it's been good.
It's a great point, and he's made great decisions. I mean, they're going to have to play great defense. The only position I would take on that, devil's advocate, is there's going to be a collapse onto him.
True.
So are you going to say, I'm going to live with you shooting in double coverage, which is just going to escalate the percentage of difficulty? But there he goes, Bailey. And it looks like, barring a miracle, MACU somehow reached deep.
Valiant effort.
Deep into the bag of miracles. And just clawed their way to a victory. Wow. I mean, that just ever so
And when you find out the other team's best players out, if you're the opposing coach, that doesn't make you get excited.
No, not at all. Not at all. Game plans. And at the buzzer, Kashila does hit it to get to 91, and it was a 3-point win. No matter what the point difference is, MACU will now have an opportunity to play for the Sooner Athletic Conference Championship. And depending on what's going on in Oklahoma City right now between John Brown University and USAO, and I don't know if we have the ability to look in on that game. John Brown in a tough road trip going into Chickasaw, Oklahoma. They have the halftime, they're fully in the second half. They have the lead. They've been playing well. And I said when John Brown came here, I said they just need a few more games. And then they're going to be really good, really, really good. That team is scary. And I think, obviously, if they get to the championship game, well, if they win, they're going to get a berth, an automatic bid. But even if they don't, I believe they could be option number 4.
I think we get 4 in. I really do.
Yes, it's going to be very interesting to see with the expanded field now and the expanded, seats available. But we're adding more teams, available teams to pick from, more conferences than the expansion. It is going to be very interesting to see. Sooner Athletic Conference is no stranger to putting 4 teams in the normal Division I NAIA tournament, national tournament, and a lot of times they put 5 just because they're that good.
Yeah.
But it's going to be, it could be a little tricky. I can't wait to talk to Coach Dill about that, and he's got his finger on the pulse of how that works, and I'm sure he's heard some conversations with this new expanded approach. But stay tuned. That is a storyline that you are going to want to stay tuned. No matter what, SAGU is going to carry a top 10 ranking into the national tournament. Now, there's a benefit to being in the top 8. Right now, they are the number 18 in the nation. If they somehow get knocked to number 9, now they are in the second seat of how that works. Top 8, it works in 8s. So you got 64 teams. The top 8 teams will actually carry a number 1 seed. And they do it in the regionals, like in a quarterfinal concept. Actually, not even it's more than a quarterfinal. I think it's 8. It's 8, whatever you would call that, finals. And there are 8 number 1 seeds. So in the big dance, we're used to seeing 4 number 1 seeds, right? In this structure, they're trying to get to a final 16 that would go to the national up in Kansas City. They go to the, where the final 16 is like the elite 8, or the final 4. It'd be kind of the equivalent of the final 4 of the big dance. It's really the final 16. So they do it in 8 sites, and then there's 8 number 1s. Well, that would be important because if SAGU gets number 9 or 10 seed, they're going to be a number 2 seed, and that could mean they travel a little bit further to their region. I think as a number 8, they would probably keep them close as a number 1 seed and I believe it goes to either Louisiana or Oklahoma City. Not 100% sure, but that's what I've heard in the talks. So this loss could be bigger, in implications to how far how far that Coach Dill will have to travel with his team. And you may be less likely to see a team that if you got to go up north, that's a different brand of basketball.
Yeah.
And that could be tougher. Could be a tougher draw. So a lot of storylines that could play out. Those are just our immediate thoughts, but you're going to want to stay tuned to our social networks, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Stay close, because there's a lot more to this story that needs to be told as far as the next stage of tournament play. It is a given that SAGU will play in the national tournament procedure. It's just where. And that's going to be a big storyline. Well, hats off to MACU and the Evangels. All the fans, the players, tip of the cap. That is what tournament basketball is all about, Coach, right? You get down 18, and then somehow that kind of, as a fan, I kind of like to see it. It just shows what determination, belief, faith in each other can do, and you can overcome mountains if you just believe in each other. And that is a lot of fun to see in competitive athletics, collegiate competitive athletics. Any last words that you have, Coach?
Hats off to the coach. Anytime you can keep your team calm after getting so far down early, and they just constantly battled. Big shot after big shot.
Yeah.
Both teams, great game tonight.
Player of the game is a co-player of the game. SAGU Sports Network officially honors Caleb Riggs and Malik Malone, both off the bench, putting their team on their shoulders and just getting. Tony Dorsey did an outstanding job just keeping composure on the floor, like really keeping the grip of the chemistry, being the mad scientist, the chemist. But Malik Malone and Caleb Riggs just had outstanding games all off the bench. Wow, that's incredible. Well, we want to thank you so much for watching this feature presentation. This is the third broadcast we've had today, Coach. Today. 2 soccer games before this. But this ends it out, and what a great game to end it out on. Stay tuned. We'll let you know if there is some more basketball to watch on the SAGU Sports Network. If not, we'll tell you where you can watch that for all you Lions fans and quite possibly and probably MACU fans as well. But I'm sure you have your outlets to get that information. So pay attention. These are 2 great Sooner Athletic Conference teams. And it was a joy, a pure pleasure to watch basketball on this great late February afternoon. And we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Stay engaged with the SAGU Sports Network on our social portals and let us know what we can do to service our community better. Thank you so much. You have been watching the SAGU Sports Network.